Salam alaikum and welcome to another Garden Shed Mosque. And this is a special month in June, especially this June, because we've had a number of things happening. Apart from the Pride's month, which quite frankly 40-50 years ago would never existed and would have been held in disdain by most people in the West. Now it's some kind of annual event. Pride being in Islam and the Torah and the Bible a sin. Homosexuality too. But we'll go on that later. The other thing is, it's a general election. And perhaps the last general election the British public will see. And, hey, just what happened on Saturday. Tommy Robinson with his band of patriots, his nationalists, British, marched into the streets of London. As I say, they don't want Londonistan, they want London. And hey, I have the utter respect for Tommy Robinson. And you'd be thinking, why? Because at the end of the day, it's not really a success if you can just walk over people and without having at least an opponent worthy of a fight. And Tommy Robinson and his men are, putting up a fight against the March of Islam. But I think it's a bit too late for most people, because, as I say, the weak governments in the West have let Islam in, and they don't want to be classed as Islamophobic or racist or whatever. They choose to ban them out, and therefore Islam is getting more and more power within all the Western governments, such as Canada, Europe, Australia, America, and of course the UK. There's quite a number of mayors and police commissioners and MPs, or were, well, as I say, we're waiting for a general election again, so there's no particular Minister of Parliament in power at the minute, because it's suspended until the general election. But, as I say, Tommy Robinson is putting up a good fight, and at the end of the day, I have all the respect for him. So, here we are, a general election. So, what's the plan? Well, of course, we know what's going to happen. The buffoons, they're going on about reform and this, that, and the other, but no one, we'll get a small percentage, but where's Paul Gordon in Britain First? Why? How many of them are selecting people for Parliament, for MPs? It's £500 a person, and the money that they get off the website, sure they can, even if someone can struggle to afford, they can help people get into positions in different areas as MPs for Britain First. They might lose a £500, but then again they might not. And the same with the British National Party, and the National Front, and the English Democrats. They're all there, but are they going to put people for Parliament? So there you go. But I'm guaranteed a lot of Muslims will be in places like Birmingham, Leicester, Newcastle, Glasgow, Edinburgh, London, of course. There'll be lots of MPs that'll be of will be Islamic, will be Muslim. So at the end of the day, it's pretty much due that Labour will get into power, because the Conservative Party just helped New Labour in the past continue the destruction of the United Kingdom, and Keir Starmer's going to help do it again. But this will be the final time, I believe, because I believe what's happening, the idea is that Keir Starmer will last a year, and that'll be a re-selection process for another Prime Minister. And the favourite looks like it might be Sadiq Khan, if he gets, well, he's Labour, so why not? But even then, Hummus Yousaf could get in, or someone else of an Islamic trait, and therefore he'll be, because at the end of the day, look, the Conservative Party, they've got a Hindu Prime Minister in. That didn't really good for them, because he's well helped the Islamics and the Muslims get on. So you will have an Islamic Prime Minister within a year of this general election. And that's when everything starts, because obviously he'll get in his cabinet Muslims. Muslim defence minister, Muslim foreign minister, Muslim this, Muslim law, Muslim courts, Muslim justice. Shariah law will come in. So therefore, these people that did the Private Members Bill in the 1960s for the abolition of the death penalty, that'll be out the window. And where, Pierpoint did hanging and did it, in a scientific manner to get less pain, that's out the door. Because of course we know that the fact that the death penalty is the use of beheading, using the sword. And so therefore, it's not a very nice thing to look forward to, rather be hung than be head cut off. But then also corporal punishment. At least there'll be no thieving, be no burglaries, because at the end of the day they'll get their right arm and left leg cut off. All these lads like mucking about and shagging about the place and this, that and the other. Well, at the end of the day, if you've been unfaithful to your wife, that's a stoning. Alright? Or you're a single person unfaithful, but have sex with a married woman, another whipping. That'll all happen. Stonings, whippings, beheadings, that'll all be in. And there'll be harsh punishments for, as I say, burglars and whatever. And of course, we've got to realise that there'll be a lot of misogyny when Islam gets into power, because of course the women will have to stay at home in the burqas and do what's told. So report on Lisa, just look at that. And of course the girls, well, as soon as they start to bleed, that's when they get married. And I don't disagree with the idea of in Afghanistan where they marry 5 and 6-year-olds, because yes, Muhammad did marry Alicia, but he didn't consummate a marriage, so she would start to bleed at 9. So at the end of the day, he waited till Allah made sure she was ready for childbirth. And so that's that. So your daughters, they'll be going to get married off. And if you don't embrace Islam, well, there you go, bye now. And now we come to the prize. Remember this, as I say, for these people, gays for Palestine and trans for Palestine, this, that and the other, that'll be all gone. This will be, if Islam does get into power, if Labour do get into power, it'll be 2 or 3 years, and then that'll be prize, will be finished, gone, definitely. And if you're homosexual, of course, you'll be doing free parachute jumps, well, parachutes, because that's how we deal with some of them. But there you go, because remember, Allah wrote the Torah and wrote the Gospel and wrote the Quran. There you go, and it says in all of them that the problem of homosexuality. So, and that's been a sin. So your prides are out the door. So these people are minced about now for all this year. This may be second or third or last pride you'll ever see. 2 or 3 years down the line, as I say, if Islam's getting the power, if Muslims get the power, then that'll be all gone. And, I'm sorry, but you'll be back in the closet again for the rest of your life, because it'll be harsh penalties if you're, and as the educators as well, all the schools will be completely changed. All women and girls, they'll not be educated, they'll be looking after what they're meant to do, look after the children and look after the home for the man. So that's that. And there'll be no promotion of homosexuality to our boys and that, because at the end of the day, that'll be banned. And any teachers who decide to disobey, well, they'll be gone as well. So that's something to look forward to. That's it. 2 to 3 years, and I believe Muslims will be in power. I believe this is probably the last general election the British people will experience before it's all gone. But there you go. There's a lot of things, advantages about Islam. So I suggest you start reading the Quran now, You can get one free and pick them up in Birmingham, go around the city centre. And most city centres, they have English translations, they give them away for free. This is what Muslims do. So please, read the Quran in the English versions. And there's plenty there, there's 3 or 4 there. And, well, read the Torah and read the Bible, but there you go. It's all Allah's or God's word. So I would suggest you become pious again. So there you go. So I'm looking forward to actually attending a Pride, and I'm going to try and get to talk to people about what they think. And later on this month, if I can find a Pride which I can get to, because obviously we dressed in Muslim garb, so will I be able to get in or not, I don't know. But I would like to especially talk to these people who are trans for Palestine and gays for Palestine. I'd really like to talk to them and see what they really think. But anyway, that's my rant over with. So, before I go, I thought I'd do a little ditty. Now, there was a comedian in Britain called Tommy Cooper, and he wore fez. And as we know, a fez was Turkish, well, it's Islamic. And he had a thing, just like that, not like that, just like that, just like that. Right, so I thought I'd make a little ditty to show you what's going on. Right, there you go. Ta-da! The fez. Election's coming. Just like that. The Tories are. But that's right. Just like that. But they're there to help Muslims. Just like that. They throw British culture in the bin. Just like that. There's that capital of the West. Just like that. Canada, America, EU and UK turn to Islam. Just like that. Shariah law. Just like that. Burqas and hijabs. Women will wear. Just like that. No prides or gays or trans. Just like that. And no BBC. Ha 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 ha. Just like that. And no one can stop it. Just like that. Because all the parties support Islam. Just like that. Because all the snowflakes are running the country. Just like that. And it's going to be easy takeover. Just like that. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Just like that. And there you go. The cat's there again. Ha ha. But there you go. I'm such a good Muslim. I don't wonder if I do well having a carry when it becomes an Islamic state. Anyway, bye for now.